Good morning, everyone. This is His Word Only. Alright, let's get into God's Word. So today we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 6. And as a recap of chapter 5, we have what God said on about defilement, right? This is like leprosy, sicknesses, illnesses, and then someone who had recently touched a dead body, and both male and female. So it's applied to both, right? And then they also, anyone who sinned, who trespassed against their neighbor, or doesn't matter if they're male or female, they would have to pay that back, pay recompense, whatever that was. And then they had to add a fifth onto that, just a little bit more for trespassing against their neighbor, against God's commandments, right? And then we have the adultery test. And if a woman got caught or was laying with another man, and so the spirit of jealousy didn't come on to the man, and he goes off and does his thing, and she, vice versa, right? They would he would have to bring the wife to the priest, and then the priest would get a water and then dust from the tabernacle, and they would mix it together, and she would have to drink it. And if she was clean from this and she didn't commit it, it wouldn't swell her intestines or innards or in her thighs, right? And it would rot, basically. And that was basically the adultery test, if she didn't, or if there was no witnesses. But anyways, let's get into chapter 6. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazerite, to separate themselves unto the Lord, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine, or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dried. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. All the days of the vow of his separation there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled in which he separateth himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. And all the days that the separation himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his God is upon his head. All the days of his separation he is holy unto the Lord. And if any man die very suddenly by him, he hath defiled the head of his consecration. Then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day shall he shave it. And on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons to the priest, to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, for that he sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day. And he shall consecrate unto the Lord the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering. But the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. And this is the law of the Nazarite, when the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and he shall offer his offering unto the Lord, one he lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and one ewe lamb of the first year without blemish for a sin offering, and one ram without blemish for a peace offering, or for peace offerings, and a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil, and their meat offering, and their drink offerings. And the priest shall bring them before the Lord, and shall offer his sin offering, and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord, with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also his meat offering, and his drink offering. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he shall take the hair of the head of his separation, and put it on the fire, or put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of peace offerings. And the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram, and one unleavened cake out of the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite, after the hair of his separation is shaven. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. This is holy for the priest, with the waved breast, and heave shoulder. And after that the Nazarite may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazarite who hath vowed, and of his offering unto the Lord for his separation. Beside that his hand shall get, according to the vow which he vowed, so he must do after the law of his separation. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. And the Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. As a summary of chapter 6, we have the law of the Nazarites, which they couldn't eat any grapes or drink any wine, right? They couldn't shave their heads, and they couldn't touch dead bodies. So, and if any man were to die quickly by them, which means he killed them and they died in his hands, basically, right? He's defiled too, right? And if that happened, he would have to go to the priest and offer 2 turtle doves, do the whole shebang, the burnt offering, peace offering, and the trespass offering, which we know is the lamb, right? And if he survived his vow, he would have to go. They go to the priest. They would consecrate it. He would offer up his, burnt offering, the peace offering, and the trespass offering, which is the sin offering. After that, he would be okay to drink wine and all that again and live his life again, right? And then we have Aaron's benediction, which is basically follow my commandments and my ways, and my face will shine upon thee, and I will, give you peace. That's what he's done, right? But anyways, I hope you guys were edified, and you guys have a wonderful day.